Hey, Friendo, Steve here.
Well, Larson.
And welcome back to Going In Raw, the only pro wrestling podcast you need to be listening to. On today's episode, we've got a bunch of news stories from what you want us to talk about, including SmackDown's dog crap viewership numbers,
wow.
Ridge Holland getting screwed by the WWE, and a lot. Oh, and we got some Rizzler news. Oh, I'm excited about the Rizzler news. And then, of course, obviously, it's Thursday, which means we've got your AEW Dynamite recap, where we had a surprise win in the women's tag team tournament. And we're going to talk about what other surprises we might get out of the tag team tournament. Also, they've announced a new championship title, much to the chagrin of some NWA people.
It's funny. It seems like AEW, they just create titles to protect talent that they don't want to have lose.
Yeah, that's exactly what
it
they
is.
do. That's exactly what they do.
Anyways, let's get into the news. What the friendos want us to talk about. We'll start with this one from Joshua. Says SmackDown's lower viewership. Also, Wrestle Kingdom 20 nearing a sellout. That's great to hear for New Japan.
That's awesome. Is it still at Tokyo Dome?
Yeah, it's still in the Tokyo Dome.
It's like,
tarping off the upper deck. I don't know.
I was watching a video the other day about just how big Tokyo is.
It's enormous.
It's huge.
Yeah.
I had no idea. It's got like
a
38 million people in it.
Humongous city, yeah.
Yeah, it's massive.
So, first of all, great news. Wrestle Kingdom's about to sell out. That's great.
Yeah, that's awesome. We had heard that New Japan down bad, but apparently they're not horny for sales on the ticket front for
At least not for Wrestle Kingdom, no. But SmackDown apparently down bad. Of course, a couple important caveats to this last Friday's episode, which scored under 1 million viewers.
Wow.
So it was Halloween, of course.
Yeah.
People like to do stuff for the Halloween.
They like to dress up.
I know I wasn't home. I know you weren't either.
I wasn't home either.
On top of that, it was Game 6 of the World Series.
I was actually maybe at my retirement home. I was at my mom's place.
Yeah.
She's gone. She's in Paraguay, so we decided to invade her house.
I mean, technically, I guess you could have watched SmackDown while handing out candy, but you chose not to.
Literally, no kids at my house here in where my mom is. We had like six groups, I should say.
Yeah.
Yeah, not a lot.
Not a lot. Anyways, this is bad tidings for SmackDown. And it continues a pretty precipitous slide in terms of viewership. WrestleNomics, as always, they got some great numbers behind all the viewership data. So Q4 2025, that's the current quarter we're in. I know it just started with October.
Yeah.
But over the last year or so, SmackDown's been averaging, according to WrestleNomics, about 1.4, 1.5-ish million.
Ooh.
And they're kicking off Q4 by averaging 1.06 million.
Oh, wow.
So it's not like this was this past week was a mere blip, because the week prior, it's not like that did gangbusters either. 1.15 million. Not a good number. Week before that, 1.18.
I got the solution.
Fire Road Dogg.
Yeah, well, that might help. I don't exactly know, what the situation there is. I would say this, and I think you and I, oftentimes we underestimate the strength of our voice in the entire industry of pro wrestling.
That's funny, because I can't believe anybody would listen to a word we say.
Right, and yet sometimes I feel like they do. I saw this on the Twitter the other day where somebody was like, man, WWE, they need to move SmackDown. Somebody had said SmackDown needs to move to Netflix and then go to Thursdays. And then Dave Meltzer responded. He quote tweeted it and said, okay, the Netflix thing, that's stupid. It's not going to happen. That doesn't make any sense. They have a deal.
Well, I mean, he has a contract in the way, but if they're speaking simply theoretically about what would be best for the show.
But he says, moving to Thursday would be a great idea.
Yeah.
Now, given that those other guys, the Wrestling Observer, put that out in the ether, I think we need to hop on that. And with our horrible engagement on Twitter through our Steven Larson account, because we're not paying Elon $8 a month, so we get no engagement. We need the friendos out there to start the hashtag SmackDown Thursday. I want to get this shit moved.
So we don't have to work Friday nights. Yes.
Strictly selfish reasons. I am so over this thing where either we got to work on Friday nights, boo, or do a 3-day late review where it's not hot and fresh. Right. It's a lose-lose situation. I'm over this Friday night bullshit. They should be over because like nobody's going to be watching this shit. Like, you want to see your numbers increase?
Or at
put
least
it
not
on
drop.
Thursdays.
At the least not drop.
Right.
Hold
put
steady.
It on Thursdays. There's too much stuff going on Fridays just by virtue of it being Friday.
You can get 1.3 million every week, guaranteed.
That's your floor.
If you put it on Thursday. Well,
that's not a bad week.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like 1.3 is probably a pretty healthy rating for wrestling these days.
You'll push 2 million on a Thursday.
No, they are barely pushing 2 million on network TV, man.
Look, do you want to manifest this or not?
I want to manifest Thursday, but 1.3 is a pretty significant improvement over 1.1 or less than a million.
2.3 is a significant increase.
I mean, that'd be several fold, yes. But
trust us, we know what we're talking about.
I'm talking about numbers within the realm of possibility.
How about this? Thursday, you make a WWE SmackDown TNA Super Show, and you get all the viewers that watch TNA on Thursdays, and they'll also watch SmackDown on Thursdays.
So you're talking about an increase of at best 100,000
on a good week.
On a good week. You know what they really need to do, though, if they're going to do this SmackDown Thursday? Have it at 3 p.m.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. I don't even know why you say that, but I love the idea.
Afternoon rather than evening.
Yeah, that's great. That's awesome. That's really
that'd be
good.
great. That'd be great.
Three,
we're just full of great ideas.
Four is good. My kid comes home at like 2:15, 2:30. You know, like give her a snack, talk to her a little bit, and then I'm good. Then I'm good to watch the show.
Okay. 4 o'clock it is. 4 to 6.
4 o'clock it is. Decided.
Yeah. This next one is a real bummer. This comes to us from Bucket Dipper. Says Ridge Holland getting his contract cut short because of his public criticism of WWE. So, a bit of a rewind. Ridge Holland, I believe, suffered a broken ankle.
Yeah.
Working a TNA taping.
Yeah.
And then shortly thereafter, he was informed that his contract wasn't being renewed. However, WWE was going to pay for his rehab while he was hurt. Okay, and so yesterday, Fightful Select had a report which stated that that WWE thought that Ridge, being critical of his, situation, it's not a release, so you can't really call it that, was effectively a breach of his contract, and that thus decided not to let the contract run out. Instead, ended it right then and there. So what did Ridge Holland say exactly? Let me pull this up real quick because I have it in front of me.
Okay.
He obviously is in a situation where he's in a situation where he can't work because he's injured. He can't work in his chosen profession.
Correct.
Because of his injury. So he took to Twitter and said this: I never thought I'd not be able to pay my mortgage. I feel like I've been hung out to dry after getting injured working for another company on behalf of WWE. Add to that my contract not being renewed, knowing that I wouldn't be able to wrestle for 7 months. This is brutal. Yes, they are taking care of the surgery and physical therapy, but let's be honest, that's the bare minimum after what we sacrificed for the company, plus the possibility of having to get my neck fused too. Talk about getting totally fucked.
Yeah.
And so today he launched a GoFundMe. Ridge Holland did.
Well, hopefully he does well with that.
I hope so
hopefully
too.
that helps out. I mean, that is one of the benefits of having a situation, social media following, some sympathy given the situation involved. I know he was also booked for something called a Fan Slam through I need to find the company, but he was booked for something that I think does not involve like actual wrestling. By a company, and I'm trying to see.
So it was reported they took a $200,000 pay cut to re-sign with the company.
Yeah.
And in this GoFundMe, it says that was a 55% pay cut. So he was making over $400,000 then.
Oh, so okay, it was GCW that booked the Fan Slam
Gotcha.
thing. So good on GCW.
Yeah, good on them.
So he was making around 400,000, took a pay cut to around 200,000. Yeah. I mean, this is it's brutal from the WWE in the first place.
Yeah.
To at least not say, hey, you know what, we're going to pay you through, or at least give you like a severance package or something. I know they're not laying him off. I get that. But hey, we're going to make sure you're good until you're good to work.
Yeah.
We'll give you some continuity in terms of pay. What these wrestlers need to realize is that WWE has a long history now at this point, of not giving a living shit about their wrestlers and of employing these kind of tactics.
Mm-hmm.
This, man, I'm not trying to hold anybody's hand here. You gotta save when times are good. You have to understand that this, especially in that business where you're not going to get a severance, you might not get your contract renewed. If you understand that, anything about this, where you're going from main roster down to NXT, down, I think at one point to Evolve, if I'm not mistaken, you're probably in a situation where you need to know that your contract is a perilous one. That situation is probably not going to work out. It's just reality. And I'm not trying to say, oh, Ridge is at fault here, but he's an adult. And when you look objectively at the business you're in and with who you're doing business with, you got to protect yourself. You have to protect yourself. I can't say this enough for people. Yes, you're doing business with a company that simply does not give a shit. They don't.
Yeah, they don't.
And they haven't for a long time. And my heart goes out to them. It honestly does. You got to protect yourself. And I understand it might be cathartic to talk about this stuff publicly on social media, but there's nothing stopping WWE from doing this. Contractually, they're allowed to do this. You put this out there, they can fuck you even further. So protect yourself. That's all I got to say about that. This company that you're doing business with, they're not going to all of a sudden be like, oh, hey, we're going to be good guys. That they have no pattern of that. There is no established pattern that they are going to do an ethical thing.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to protect yourself.
It's a shitty situation. It's really shitty. And I feel for Ridge because, wrestlers go out there with zero of the protections of an employee, yet in a lot of respects are treated as one by the company.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And they put their bodies on the line for our entertainment.
Yeah.
And the company views them as largely disposable when they're of no seemingly use for the company anymore.
Yes.
And to have this happen when he's already injured and can't work, like it sucks when you're healthy and you get released or your contract expires. There's so much uncertainty in that regard, even when you're healthy. And to not be able to work in his chosen profession for 7 months with the prospect of getting neck fusion surgery, which is going to keep him out even longer on the horizon, it's awful. It's awful. And you'd like to hope, oh, wow, you got hurt in the line of duty working for us, working for a company that is not us, WWE. You didn't get paid more for that appearance. Hey, we'll just keep you afloat until you're healthy, and then, we'll part ways. Yes, that'd be the right and ethical thing to do. WWE is not going to do the right and ethical thing. And they are not.
What evidence would you ever have to hope that that's going to happen? None whatsoever. We've been talking about, if them releasing people at the height of a once in a generation pandemic, once in a century pandemic, then you got to know who you're working with. So, I've got sympathy for the guy. I really do. But if you're a wrestler working for WWE, AEW, you're making $400,000 a year. You got to act like you're making $100,000. I mean, that's just, You got to protect yourself against this company. You do. That's the bottom line, man.
Yeah, WWE get fucked.
Yeah.
Their business practices, anything. Anyways.
I'm trying to get my notes here.
Sorry.
I have like 5 different tabs open.
Oh,
I'm on the hot takes tab.
Why are you there?
I just told you I have like 5 different tabs open.
What the heck?
Okay. Well, how about this is a good time to talk about our sponsor for the show.
Let's do it. This episode of Going in Raw is sponsored by BetterHelp. You know, Steve, if I'm being honest with myself, I am not the best when it comes to keeping in touch with people. And I don't know why I have such a tough time with it, but I know that when I do reconnect, I generally ask myself, Larson, why didn't you do this sooner?
Oh yeah, well you just got to reach out to them. But I get it. Sometimes it can feel like a bit of a challenge to get in touch with someone you haven't spoken to in a while, and reaching out for therapy can feel difficult too, but it's worth it.
Yes, I can confirm it is worth it. It was tough for me to come to the conclusion that I needed to go to therapy when I was dealing with severe anxiety about 20 years ago, but once I did, I was able to find a therapist who helped me learn the tools I needed to better cope with my anxiety.
And with over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is one of the world's largest online therapy platforms, and they're making therapy far more convenient. BetterHelp does the initial matching work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. All you have to do to get started is fill out a short questionnaire to identify your needs and preferences. And BetterHelp's 12-plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate means they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your initial match, you can switch therapists at any time from their tailored recommendations.
This month, don't wait to reach out. Whether you're checking in on a friend or reaching out to a therapist yourself, BetterHelp makes it easier to take that first step. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/raw. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/raw.
All right, let's move on to the next. What do you want to talk about? And this one is about Cody Rhodes, who pioneered the phrase, what do you want to talk about?
That's where we get it from, because Cody says it all the time. This guy was
Cody
catchphrase.
says it all the time.
So we say that now. So this is from...
CDTN player.
Yeah, Cody Rhodes saying the next contract he signs will be his last. He was asked, I read this quote. I don't recall where it was from.
All right.
Anyways,
so he signed in 2021 or 2022?
21, I believe.
21? Was it WrestleMania 21?
No, WrestleMania 21 was way before 2021.
WrestleMania 2021, man. That's what I meant.
I think so, yeah.
All right.
WrestleMania
2021.
He left left AEW beginning 2021, I think. So that would have been 4 years ago, roughly?
No, it was 22. It was 22.
It was 22. All right.
Because there was a little bit of crossover between him and Punk. And Punk
Yes.
showed up in 2021.
Yes, that's right.
So it was 2022.
2022.
Of course, WrestleMania 22, we all remember Cody Rhodes at.
So you got to think maybe on that existing deal, he might have a year left if it's a 4-year deal. 1 or 2 years left, perchance, if it's a 4 or 5 year deal. Because around that time, this when WWE was signing people to a lot of 5-year deals.
Yeah.
So if he signs another 5-year deal after that, so we're talking 7 years, 6 to 7 years left.
Yeah.
Of the American Nightmare.
Yeah. Let's see here. 3 days ago, it was reported that Cody Rhodes signed a 2-year contract extension before WrestleMania XL.
Oh, so last.
So he would have.
4 years
it would be
left.
this coming WrestleMania, right? Yeah, that'd be.
Would be
yeah.
well if it was an extension. That means it was years on top of what was already there.
Oh, years on top of years. Okay.
So he probably got a hefty raise.
So sometime between now and 2035, Cody's going to be done with wrestling.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey,
Us
you know
here
what,
trying to
man?
figure out the math of it all. But for the next 10 years, he's done.
What did Brian Danielson say about Cody Rhodes, Larson?
That he was a good liar.
Yeah, that he learned to love to lie because of Cody Rhodes. So, whatever. What do you think will happen first? We retire from this podcast? We pivot to movies? Or Cody finishes up his wrestling career?
Well, here's the thing. I wouldn't be surprised if Cody wraps up his in-ring career with the next 10 years, but he's not walking away from the wrestling business.
Yeah, I don't know. Probably not.
Although he wants to be an actor, I think, too, after this.
Yeah, we've heard politics, we've heard acting, it'll be, you know what, dude, it'll be interesting if anybody else follows the John Cena philosophy. Once I'm done, I'm done. I believe that shit with Cena. The true test is going to be Saudi Mania.
Yeah, but you see how he moves around now outside the ring, and you're like, yeah, coming back's probably not a good idea.
Yeah, he always moves at like an angle.
Yeah, you can tell his knees and his back are shot.
So you don't think Cody Rhodes is going to be doing the Dustin Rhodes gimmick, just wrestling deep into his 70s?
Oh, Cody's be the last of his kind?
Maybe. Could be the next last of his kind, yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
Could be.
Diehard Homer here says, Sean Ross Sapp saying that Bianca's broken finger is worse than originally thought. So I believe he said the break was near or involving the joint, which makes it obviously more complicated.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if you just break your finger in between joints, you splint it so you don't move it and it heals. But, you know, if it's near the joint, it's going to be a little bit more complicated in terms of getting the healing process right. And so I understand why they don't want her to come back until, you know, she can actually move all her joints, because it's the nature of pro wrestling. You know, you got to use your hands extensively, and if it's not working right, you run the risk of getting a move wrong and somebody getting hurt.
Just get rid of the finger at this point.
The Ronnie Lott approach.
Yeah, just get rid of it. You got 10 of them. How many do you need?
But it's like one of the middle ones. With Ronnie Lott, it was his pinky.
The middle, yeah, dude, that's the least important one.
You're telling me the middle finger is the least important one?
You need these.
Yeah,
unless you're Stone Cold Steve Austin. Yeah. Okay, yeah, you got these two right here. You just tape these together. It's like you're good. What more do you need than this?
I'm not sure that works for wrestling, though.
Oh,
you have your hands taped together like
dude, we know one
Danny
guy
DeVito and Batman Returns.
We know one guy who's got like all these missing, and he wrestles.
Yeah, I know,
on a regular basis.
I understand,
like every weekend. So yeah, just get rid of the finger.
All right, Steve says get rid of the finger.
I mean, these days, you know, you can get an AI finger put on there. You're good to go.
It's like It's like Empire Strikes Back, huh?
Yeah, right.
The end of it.
Get one of them droids to get that thing on there. Get rid of that finger. Yeah, how much longer is that going to be for Bianca?
I know, it's been a while. She's been out for
a while.
Almost 7 months now at this point.
Maybe she's just enjoying her vacation.
Could be.
You know, they're calling her up. They're like, hey, Bianca, how's your finger? You ready to come back? Nah, it still hurts.
Yeah, who knows?
Still hurts.
It
still hurts, Triple H.
Yeah. Jurgen here says the rumor that Matt Cardona is considered as a participant in the John Cena tournament. It would make sense since they have history with Cena burying him at that time.
I would love to think that WWE is going to do something cool, but
it ain't going to happen. Well, doing something cool probably ain't going to happen. It'd be great if Matt Cardona was in this. He'd lose in the first round.
Yeah, he would lose the match that he's in. I would love it. I think it'd be great. And you know what? Given that he did appear in NXT, wouldn't shock me if they did that. But, you know, they got a pretty deep roster.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of underwhelming names they could use instead. And they're usually more inclined to do that.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
first round action.
Contract.
First round action. We're going to have Ryo versus.
Yeah, no.
You know, fucking
Kit Wilson.
Andre Chase. Kit Wilson, exactly.
Joker Smiley says Hangman sending a care package of autographs and merch to the fan who had his Ice Fears Hangman sign taken.
Oh, good for him.
Hangman's the best.
He is the best. I didn't notice. I fast forwarded through the commercials, but usually I'll notice like the little, you know, because it's hard to miss the ice commercial because it's all blue and it says illegals on it. I forgot to mention this. The last time I did a Collision Cowboy review, that episode of Collision, they were running 2 of those per commercial segment.
Oh my gosh.
So like you'd get an ice commercial and then like Carl's Jr. and then fucking I don't know, Geico.
Cheetos or something like that.
Yeah, and then ice again.
Oh my god.
And I was trying to remember, I was trying to think like from our limited exposure to like ad theory and how placement is, I'm like, does this mean they're just trying to offload their remaining
like, you mean like at the end of the quarter?
Like, yeah. Like, why would
that would
they
have been
be
in September,
that?
Yeah. Because that was the end of the quarter.
Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, it wasn't that long. It wasn't in September, I think, because we're in November now.
Yeah, it would have been in October, so
it was like 2 weeks ago.
That's the beginning of Q4.
So yeah, I don't know why they would have been doing that. You know,
they're
just
just
from
spending a
TV
ton of money
ad
on
standpoint.
getting those ads out there. They've been running my WWE programming too.
They have, yeah, they have been. Did you notice any on Dynamite last night? Because usually it triggers as like, oh, one of these fucking, these fat masked assholes.
No, I didn't notice any last night. But usually, because like I watch it on Max live, and when you watch it live, you can't skip past the commercials. Or I should say, if you're a little bit behind on Max, you can't skip through the commercials. So generally, instead of sitting here and watching commercials, I'll get up and do something.
I just watched the replay, and I was fast forwarding through most of the commercials, but there was a couple commercial breaks I caught myself not fast forwarding. I just sort of zone out or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't notice, but
I didn't notice any last night.
I didn't.
I don't think. By the way, I don't think that's any function of Tony Khan putting his foot down. I think that's a function of like Max's advertiser, or HBO, WBD's advertising ad buy or spend or whatever.
Yeah.
But that's good. Fuck Ice.
Yeah, fuck Ice. Good on Hangman. He's the best.
He's the best.
JMC here with I almost said hot take. Another news story. Top AEW star The Rizzler unveils the Rizwich meal at some place called Hardee's. Les Carl's Jr. over here on the
place called Hardee's.
On the West Coast. If you know Carl's Jr., go east, and it's Hardee's.
All right, dude. I'm gonna drop this meal on you
Tell me what
here. It is. So this is from PR Newswire. Apparently they get all the PR. Hardee's and the Rizzler unveil the Rizwich meal, the ultimate app-exclusive meal with extra Riz. Here's the press release. Hardee's, the iconic American fast food chain, also known as Carl. This is me telling you content. Yeah. Also known as Carl's
west
Jr.
of the Rockies is Carl's Jr.
Here on the best coast. The Rizwich meal, straight from the mind of the Rizzler, features a juicy 100% USA Angus beef patty, melty American and Swiss cheese, crispy cherrywood smoked bacon, sandwiched between buttery toasted sourdough, paired with golden fries and a hand-scooped ice cream shake of your choice. The Rizwich meal packs extra Riz, Hardee's, and the Rizzler's signature blend of flavor and swagger. The campaign is part of Hardee's new social forward approach. Fun, mischievous, and rooted in culture. Rooted in culture, Larson. The Rizzler is culture.
I mean, he was playing in the New York Knicks had a celebrity game, and he was playing in it.
Tremendous. New app members receive $2. Okay, but is it going to be at Carl's Jr., motherfuckers?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
I really feel like Costco dropped the ball on not having some special meal with AJ and Justice and the Rizzler.
They got to be kicking themselves for that one because they could have sold so many double chocolate chip cookies.
Yeah, chocolate
paired
chip cookies
with the chicken bake. I like that. Like the adult, of course, gets the fucking amazing cookie, and then the stupid kid gets the fucking chicken bake.
Yeah,
nobody cares about the chicken bake.
You're
not even gonna let your kid have the slice of pie, the pizza pie.
I know.
What the hell, bro? Damn, Big Boom AJ, you're making your kid chomp down that dry ass chicken bake.
I've never had a chicken bake there. It's hot dog,
churro, borderline abuse.
Yeah, or pizza. Who gets the chicken bake?
Bro, why does he give him the fucking glizzy? That's the real the big fight there at Costco is between what's better, the double chocolate chip chunk cookie or the fucking glizzy for $1.50.
Well, I mean, I thought the debate was always glizzy or slice of pizza.
I think that's.
And then
a
for
good
dessert,
one too.
if you want to do against like the foot-long churro or the cookie, then to supplement your meal.
I'm gonna put this. I'm sending you. Check your phone real quick. I'm texting you this picture of. It's the promo image of the Rizzler with his meal.
Oh, let's see this.
And I am gonna put it on the screen for the YouTube crowd to see. Look at this. Look at this hungry little bastard. Eyeballing that big old nasty burger right there. He's like, God damn, I'm aiming for a heart attack by the age of 23, brother.
Yeah.
Look at the size of that shake, dude.
It's enormous.
That shake is like a bucket of shake.
It's got half a can of whipped cream on top of it, too.
My God, man. That kid's arteries are probably harder than a fucking PVC pipe.
Oh, my goodness. So if they have this meal at Carl's Jr., you get to get it?
Fuck yeah, of course I'm gonna get that shit. I meet that shit live too. Yeah, dude. Whatever the fuck this shit is.
I don't know what that is.
Oh,
Anyways,
man.
let's talk Dynamite. I thought for the most part Dynamite there was a lot to like, except for the main event scene, which kind of blows.
The Joe stuff?
Yeah, it's not that good. The opening segment where it's like, oh, he's coming in there to threaten Tony Schiavone after what happened last week. Yeah. Oh, all right. Maybe we'll get like a replay of Joe.
Does Joe not know that it was Hangman in disguise? Maybe he still thinks it was Tony Schiavone.
No, he thought Schiavone was in on it. That's
well,
what
he clearly was, but it'd be
But
funny.
I thought, maybe we'll have a
him.
replay of when Joe threatened Heyman in WWE, because that segment was awesome.
He's like, Tony, you and me at Full Gear.
And then what we got instead was kind of lame. And the match was fine, but then the air really went out of the building when the Ops retained.
Yeah.
And it should have been a situation where it was Joe taking out Hangman off the stage. I know they're motivating the match, which is Hobbs and Hangman, and I think a no DQ match next week on Dynamite. But it should be Joe taking out Hangman.
Yeah, they're kind of doing this as like just regular, normal copy and paste pro wrestling thing, as opposed to what it could be. Like, I know this is sort of a cheesy example, but like when AJ Styles and Joe had their feud in WWE and Joe went to his wife's house.
Well,
I like
AJ's
that kind
house
of
too. I believe they're
Sorry, went to AJ's house. Yeah.
AJ and his wife's house,
Right, yeah. And so he was like, I like that kind of and I'm not saying you do that, but like whatever the AEW equivalent of that is, because that's not what this is.
No, I mean, like, even if something as simple as Joe takes Hangman up there and hits him with a muscle buster off the stage to the table.
Yeah, right, yeah.
I don't know how feasible that is. It'd probably suck for both of them. I don't know if they want to do that as opposed to Hobbs hitting Hangman with the world's strongest slam off the stage. But even or Uranagi off the stage.
An Uranagi would be better, yeah. That
whatever the case may be. I feel like it should have been Joe that does it. Like, Joe should be the one that's beating the hell out of Hangman.
You put just a ton of padding back there, and then you get him up for the muscle buster, and then you just sort of like let him go a little bit.
Yeah.
You could do that kind of thing.
Yeah.
No, I feel your point, though. It feels like this is like Joe's reaction, even though I thought it was entertaining, Joe's reaction to Hook talking shit. I'm like, wow, they're getting a lot of heat on Joe versus Hook right now. When it really should be Joe and Hangman that have the reaction. I kind of agree with that. So yeah, there is an opening segment. Tony Schiavone, I should say, is going to talk about the national championship. And instead of that, he's interrupted by the Ops, and Joe's on the mic and he's talking shit to Schiavone. He says, I'm finding it very hard to believe that you had nothing to do with what happened last week. And then Tony's like, Joe, he's, freaking out a little bit. Joe's like, shut up. He says, there's about to be some consequences for you. And then they get in the ring. Security rush in to keep Joe away from Tony. He says, Tony, you're going to get more people hurt. Heyman shows up. And then Joe's like, this couldn't have worked out better. Now we can take care of two problems at once. The Ops try to get in the ring. Hook and Eddie come down to make the save. All that ends up with Hook talking shit to Joe and Hobbs and all them, the Ops, because of their history. That sets up, Hook is able to finagle Joe into agreeing to a trios match for the main event, for the trios titles. And they have that match in the main event. And then it turns out that Hobbs gets the win with Torture Rack, and Hook taps out to that.
Yeah, because Hook has a bad back.
Yeah.
And that was, of course, preceded by Hobbs hitting a world's strongest slam on Hangman off stage through a table. Yeah, Hook taps out. Yeah. So Schiavone eventually gets around to announcing this new national title that AEW is unveiling. As said at the top of the show, it's pretty clear they want to get that national title on Lashley.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, makes
without
sense.
Having him actually beat Hangman for the world title or Okada for the unified title. So they're just going to introduce the national title existed and I think currently exists in NWA. So, and they're going to put on Lashley.
So they had the international title and they had the continental title. They combined those to become the unified title. And those other two, Callis doesn't mess with those other two. Remember there was a period when Callis was carrying those other two titles? They don't do that anymore.
No, they don't do that anymore.
They just have the unified title. And now they're introducing another title, the national one, which when Schiavone introduces this or makes the announcement, He announces also the first 2 confirmed people in the. So there's going to be a casino gauntlet match for this thing at Full Gear. And he says, these 2 men are going to be in this. And it's Lashley and Shelton Benjamin. So, of course, they come out with MVP. MVP starts talking about the rich history of the NWA's national title. Talks about Paul Orndorff, Jack Briscoe, Dusty Rhodes, Wahoo McDaniel, and then Nikita Koloff. And, of course, they all had the title currently held by Mike. Oh, crap. I forget his name. Mike Mondo, I think. In the NWA.
In the NWA, yeah.
And he took to Twitter today to say, hey, everybody, I'm actually the NWA champion. So there's going to be, maybe he could be invited to the gauntlet.
Maybe.
But then he'd be like, wait a second. Does that mean my title's up on the line?
I don't know if you want to do that. So then Shivani asks, what if Lashley and Shelton end up having to throw hands in this gauntlet match? And MVP says, well, if that happens, Hurt Syndicate wins again.
He said, and he also says, AEW fans win again.
Well, then the demand interrupts. Ricochet talks a bunch of shit and says, nope, he's be the one that's going to win that national title.
Ha-ha.
Ha-ha. So MVP says, no one cares about anything you say. There's only one thing you do well, and that's get beat up.
These guys really need to, discuss the give and take beforehand. There was a solid 30 seconds of them literally just talking over each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, this stuff, improv works when it's a give and take. When you say something,
I listen.
And then I say something.
It's like the Meisner exercise where you stand in front of your partner and just repeat the same phrase back and forth.
Right.
Until a genuine emotional response is elicited.
Did you take an acting class in junior college?
I never took an acting class.
Never.
I've only heard about these various techniques and read about them.
Man, I wish you were my acting class. That was fun.
I probably should have taken an acting class.
I accidentally broke a window.
Yeah, I remember you told that story before.
Yeah, because I was so in the moment, I should have gone to Juilliard, to be honest with you.
Imagine where you'd be right now.
I don't even know where Juilliard is. I'm assuming it's in New York.
It's in New York, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You could have been in the same class as Adam Driver. He went to Juilliard.
Right. I'd be wearing a scarf right now.
Actually, I think he's substantially younger than you, so I don't think you've been in the same class. But.
He's not, what did you say? I'm going to use what you said the other day from now on. Whenever anybody asks me how old I am, I'm approaching 50.
Yeah. You're far too old to be a pro wrestler. You're approaching 50. The women's tag title tournament continued. We had Mercedes and Athena teaming up to take on Willow and Harley, the Babes of Wrath. What a great name.
That is a great name.
What a great name. And when Julia Hart and Sky Blue won their first round match against Jamie and Queen Aminata,
yeah,
I was like, I don't know if they're going to do heel versus heel teams in the second round. So there's maybe a decent chance that Willow and Harley get the win here. And then they did.
Yeah, they got the win, yeah.
So Billy Starks runs down. It was a really good match, too. Billy Starks runs down towards the end, grabs the Ring of Honor Women's title, and hands it to Athena. Well, then Chris Statlander runs to ringside, blasts Billy, and starts chasing Mercedes around the ring. So Athena's in there all by herself. So Willow hits her with a Dr. Bomb. And then Harley hits her finisher to get the win.
Yeah.
But it was a really good match.
Yeah, no, it was fun stuff. It was fun stuff. I appreciate that Mercedes is kind of at the point where she's like, I have a lot of titles. I don't really need to keep doing this one.
Yeah.
Here,
yeah.
I'm gonna bolt. I'm sad though because I was hoping that Athena would get some more main roster action instead of making me. Her and Billy Starks are so much fun, but dude, I do not have the time to sit there and load up Ring of Honor Club, Honor Club, and then pay $10 just to try to find some Athena segments. So, but she's great. Billy Starks is great too.
Yep. We had 3 matches last night. This is too convoluted. I don't know why they're doing it other than just
disadvantage situation makes
separate themselves from WWE. So, of course, with War Games, WWE has a advantage match for each War Games bout.
Yeah.
So AEW I think in the past AEW has had a single advantage match for
I
Blood
believe
and
this is
Guts.
the first time I think they've gone this far with
This year they're doing best 2 out of 3.
Yeah.
And so last night on Dynamite, we had Orange Cassidy versus Claudio, and then Darby versus Daniel Garcia. On Saturday, we're getting Mox versus Roddy.
Yeah.
That's on the men's side of things.
Right.
So also last night, for the women's Blood and Guts match, we had Mina versus Megan Bayne.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's a 2 out of 3 situation, so I imagine the other 2 matches are happening on Collision.
Yeah, I would think so. Yeah, I gotta watch. I gotta find out how to watch Collision this weekend. I'm heading to LA, so
Oh, that's
I'll figure
right.
that one out.
You gotta get the Xfinity streaming app on your phone. Oh, that's right. You don't have it.
I got the YouTube TV app on my phone,
Oh, there you go.
and I got Max.
Well, there you go then.
Well, I just meant like time wise.
Oh, gotcha. All right, very well. So the Orange versus Claudio was a fun match. The finish was cool. So Orange reverses a superplex into a stun dog off the top. That was neat. Looking for an orange punch, but then Claudio counters with a huge pop-up uppercut to get the win. Death Riders up 1-0.
Death Riders win again.
So then later on, we got Darby versus Daniel Garcia. Darby gets the win. He reverses a Dragon Tamer into a Scorpion Deathlock. Garcia taps pretty quickly, actually. Tied 1-1.
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So then Pac gets in the ring because he got involved earlier when Garcia smashes Darby's like upper body between the ring steps and ring posts, and the Pac comes down and blasts Darby. Darby barely beats the 10 count. That precedes the finish. So Pac gets the ring after the match, attacks Darby. Orange comes down to make the save. Yuta joins the brawl, hits Orange with a knee plus, and then we get Claudio, Mox, Roddy, and Kyle O'Reilly all join the brawl, and eventually the conglomeration clear the ring. And then Megan Bayne got the win over Mina. So the finish here saw Mina looking for a glamorous driver when Marina Shafir emerges from behind commentary and chokes out Toni Storm, who's doing commentary for the match. So Toni kind of fights her off while Megan hits Mina with a running Liger bomb to get the win. And then Shafir gets in the ring, starts hitting Mina with some gut punches. Toni chases them off with a chair. Triangle of Madness hit the ring. They attack Toni and Mina. Willow and Harley and Jamie Hayter run in the ring to join the fight. And then Mercedes runs to ringside, puts on the brakes right before getting in the ring. And then Statlander runs up behind her, punches her, gets in the ring to join the fight. Faces clear the ring.
I liked when Marina choked out Toni from behind, and she was like, "Shivani, help me!" She was trying to grab on to have him help, to no avail. Yeah, that was good stuff. There's going to be some good matches there at those the Bloods and Gutses.
Yep.
That's going to be some fun stuff.
Mark Briscoe's getting another TNT title shot. And a no DQ match at Full Gear. And then Callis says to him, well, if you win, obviously you get the TNT title, but I need you to put something on the line. And Mark's like, fine, I'll put my career up. Is that what you want? And Callis goes, no, I like you too much as a wrestler. I want you to join the Callis family if you lose.
And leave the conglomeration forever, he says.
Yeah. He says, think about yourself for once, Mark.
I feel like there's a lot of entertainment value out of him being in the Callis family.
I know.
The idea of him leaving the conglomeration too, dude, I'll be honest, I'm surprised the conglomeration is still a thing. They filmed that whole silly sitcom thing for their entrance.
Yeah.
Ishii apparently is injured. He's going to be out for a little while, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what to think about this. I think it's probably more likely that because they have the idea of him joining the Callis family, that's probably going to be the thing. He'll lose to, because it's no DQ. So the entire Callis family, or at least Archer and Rocky Romero, can go out there and wonk that finish.
Yeah.
Not to say the conglomeration can't help out as well, but I feel like he's probably going to lose this and join the Callis family. And maybe to get out of the Callis family, he'll have to win the TNT title or something, in another match. I don't know.
That could be. Speaking of the Callis family, Renee is interviewing the Young Bucks and Josh Alexander because they have a $1 million match at Full Gear against Kenny and Jurassic Express. Mm-hmm. So she asks the Young Bucks, have you joined the Callis family? And right as they're about to answer, Callis interrupts and says AEW has been treating the Young Bucks like a couple of jobbers. And he details how he's gone out of his way and spent a ton of money to make them feel like stars. And he says, I'm going to make sure you get the treatment you deserve. And the rest of the family steps in, save for Okada. And he says, here's someone you know, a good friend of yours is willing to give a testimonial. And that's when Okada steps in. And the Young Bucks just say, we need a little bit more time. And Callis tells the family, all right, let's give him some space. And then Okada says to the Young Bucks, don't take too much time.
The big smile on his face, too.
Mm-hmm.
It's very threatening.
He's the best.
He is the best. Jurassic Express talk about their Full Gear $1 million match. Jack says what the Bucks have been going through. They've been going through a rough patch, so some money should help. And he has a $100 bill, and he stabs a knife through it on a
table or something.
Yeah, so $100 bill.
Does he just expect the Young Bucks to be wandering backstage and find that $100 bill before someone else does?
Well, I assume as EVPs, they watch the show. They probably know where they are.
They're not EVPs anymore, though.
Yeah. But they probably have access to the program. So they're probably like, where is this being filmed? What is it? Segment 13.
They're watching it. They're streaming on Max just like us.
Although Callis is hooking them up, so they don't really need that. You know.
And then lastly here, we had FTR call out Brodito.
They were giving so much shit to poor Abuela.
I know.
So much shit.
Really rude.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super rude. He was like, oh, man, I'm guessing you're, because he was like, hey, Abuela, how old are you? She's like 70. And he says, oh, man, I was guessing that, 113 years old. And then, so they talk shit. Gravity shows up. I thought Gravity was out of the company, but Gravity's there.
Well, he's Bandito's brother.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
And so while this is happening, Brodito is locked in their locker room, and Stokely's out front. This is like the funniest part of this whole thing is Stokely's out front. Renee's like, what's going on here? And Stokely's like, hey, you want to watch The Wire? It's streaming on HBO Max.
It was pretty funny. You should watch that show, man. It's so good.
I know. It's like on my list of things I need to watch. So FTR keeps talking crap to Bandito's grandmother. That's when Gravity jumps the barricade, goes after him, but they beat him up. So backstage, Brody punches through the door and then grabs Stokely. So he screams. We cut back to the ringside area. FTR is looking for that double team spike power driver, and then Stokely sprints down the ramp to the ringside, and he's being chased by Brodito. And so they slide to the ring, or the ringside area. They get the ringside area. FTR flees.
That is your Dynamite review. Quick reminder here before we get into questions. It's November, which means the November Predictions Challenge is on. The next challenge we've got coming up at Full Gear on the 22nd. And then, of course, after that, we've got Survivor Series on the 29th. There's already points on the board thanks to Saturday night's main event, but there's plenty more points out there. You might have a chance if you sweep both events. Get in on the November Predictions Challenge by clicking join right here at youtube.com/Steve and Larson, or going to patreon.com/Steve and Larson and click on the Friendo Club setup there. We have a variety of reward tiers as well, so you can get all that and get in on the challenge. Also, you can ask questions here on the show if you're part of the Friendo Club setup. And, of course, check out our bonus episodes. We just did one, I think, last week, or I think it was last week, where we talk about what other podcasts Larson and I might be interested in doing if we ever decide to pivot away from professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
Friendo Club setup. Go check it out. Time to answer some Friendo questions.
Let's do it.
I'm just trying to do something. Says, what's the goofiest taunt in wrestling? It's this. I love that one.
Oh, it was when the Good Brothers, when they were the tag champions, they do the dangly, where they'd hold the tag titles in their groin area and then pivot their hips so the belt would fling back and forth.
The crotch chop is that was so juvenile that like middle school and junior high kids were getting suspended because of it back in the 90s.
Yeah. Luis says grunge hot take. It's the wrong thread, Luis, but we'll answer it nonetheless.
A little late, Luis.
Dave Grohl is the most talented member of Nirvana.
I mean, I don't know what the other two are like capable of, but yeah, I mean, I think that he probably has a good case. I've seen enough videos of him talking about music and stuff.
I think if you're just talking a strictly technical standpoint,
like instruments.
Yeah. like I really like Kurt Cobain as guitar player, but like he's not the most technically sound guitar player. I don't imagine he was, practicing scales and shit like that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Whereas I feel like Dave Grohl really knows the shit behind the drum
I think
set.
he really knows the shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see here. Finn Gardner says you somehow found yourself in a world title match at WrestleMania. Which 3 wrestlers are you choosing to run interference to make sure you win the match?
I'm going to bring Stone Cold in because whoever Stone Cold interferes on behalf of, they are winning. That's a guarantee. So it's Stone Cold. And if I can do this across space and time, give me the Outsiders. I think it's a shame that the Outsiders, when they came to WWE and they had that match with Stone Cold, they really at some point should have had those 3 together as a trios.
Yeah.
That would have been fucking hilarious.
Would have been amazing.
Yeah, that would have been great.
So I'm trying to decide between Suzuki Goon, like Minoru Suzuki, Lance Archer, and like Taichi, or House of Torture.
Does House of Torture have a good record though? Because that first crew, you're probably going to lose with that.
Yeah, no,
situation.
I'm talking. Once they expanded their ranks a little bit.
I mean, honestly, what we need to do is find out which wrestling convention House of Torture is going to be at, and see if you can get inducted into House of Torture the way Scott Norton inducted you into the NWO.
That's true. I am a member of the NWO. Too sweet.
You coming out? Yeah, I should have put you on the blind power rank thing.
Oh shit! I should have said. That's why I should say NWO as a member. Scott Norton. Give me Wolfpack Sting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
And sure, total package Lex Luger.
Yeah, there you go. See, now you got a winner on your side.
I'm
going to go with. Wasn't Muda in the NWO Japan?
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go with him. I'm going to go with NWO Japan Sting, which I think was just Jeff Farmer, fake Sting.
Yeah.
And I'll go with
Tenzan.
Yeah, Tenzan. Yeah,
or Kojima. They're both members of
Kojima
NWO.
was too.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. Josh M asks, which would you rather take, a spear from Braun or a tsunami from Bronson? A tsunami from Bronson.
Yeah,
and that's not even close.
Yeah, I would get whiplash gnarly with a spear from
I would
Braun.
be hospitalized after taking the spear.
Now, question is, would you rather get a spear from CM Punk or a tsunami from Bronson Reed?
Spear from CM Punk would be the most comfortable spear you could possibly take.
Right, exactly. It's very slow.
It's barely a bump you have to do.
Right. Correct. All right, you ready to blind rank?
Sure. My gosh, I still don't have a pen in here. I keep forgetting to bring a pen in.
Here, I have a pen.
Well, it's not going to help me. I can't reach out through internet and grab it from you.
Doesn't work that way?
Nope. All right. How many things?
8.
It's quite a few. All right. What's the topic?
80s cartoons.
Oh, okay.
First up, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
I didn't watch a ton of that. I watched a little.
It was late 80s, so I think we were like...
A little old for that. It was fine, I remember correctly. I'll put that at 5.
Okay. Care Bears.
I like Care Bears well enough. I used to watch that when I was
love
young.
the design of the Care Bears.
Yeah. And it's a great message, too.
Oh, what is that?
Show. Like, be decent.
Oh, yeah. That's a good message.
I'm going to put Care Bears at 4. I put TMNT too high.
All right. So you put Care Bears over TMNT, huh?
Yeah.
Scooby-Doo.
The Scooby-Doo cartoon in the 80s was different than what preceded it. Like, the voices were a little different.
Yeah. Shy.
Because I kind of preferred the 70s Scooby-Doo.
Like in the 80s, they brought on Matt Berry to be Scooby.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Shaggy! You bastard.
I guess the question, I don't remember exactly what the Sandy Duncan era of Scooby-Doo was. Was that the 80s or late 70s?
No, I think the 80s. I think it was the 80s. I think it was early 80s.
I enjoy Scooby-Doo, but let's be honest, it was very formulaic. The only real injection of any real interest were the guest stars.
Yeah, when they had the Harlem Globetrotters on there. That was
awesome.
badass.
It was awesome. But that being said, from a storytelling perspective, it was pretty copy-paste. Scooby-Doo goes at 6.
It was always some old creep with a mask.
Yeah, and they would have gotten away with it if it wasn't for Scooby-Doo and Friends. 6 for
Meddling
Scooby-Doo.
kids. Next up, this guy's jacked up on human growth hormone. He-Man. This guy would not pass a wellness policy.
Not at all.
Nope.
I remember the toys more than the show.
Really? You weren't that into the show?
No, I watched the show. I just don't remember much about it.
I have a shockingly good memory about that
All right.
show. Yeah.
Like,
love
the
that
toys
shit.
were cool. I'm going to put He-Man at 7.
Bump, bump, bump. Wow. All right.
The toys were incredibly well designed. Those were cool toys.
Next up, My Little Pony, something and phony.
I just don't know much about it. That's 8.
8? Oh, yeah, that's a low one. Okay. All right, next up. I
got
have
1,
a
2,
good
3
feeling
left.
this is going to be. I have a good feeling this is going to be your number one. G.I. Joe.
I did like G.I. Joe.
America's
I
hero.
don't know if I'll put it at number 1 because at this point, I don't know. I'll put that at 2. G.I. Joe.
G.I. Joe had so much cool shit in it, and yet I was never into it. But every time I would be like, oh, man, what is it, Snake Eyes? He's the brother of this dude over here.
Oh,
That's
Storm
cool.
Shadow, yeah.
Storm Shadow, yeah.
You know the thing about the G.I. Joe cartoon? They shot lasers at each other. No one ever died.
Yeah, nobody ever died. That was really unrealistic. But the lore is like really cool.
It was really good. Like when Serpentor, half man, half snake.
Like Larry Hama's comic book apparently was like really good.
Yeah.
Next up, Chippendale.
Oh, Rescue Rangers or just Chippendale?
Fuck, I know. Just says Chippendale.
I guess that's got to be 3. I liked their little shorts when I was a kid.
They're not my thing. And then finally, Transformers.
Oh, Transformers at 1. That's pretty good.
Oh, you kept your one open. Good
Yeah.
job. Boy, that was a risk.
Transformers, the movie, is awesome. Like the animated one.
It is fucking
It's
dark.
hella cool.
Yeah,
It
it's
is.
rad.
But it's really
Also,
good.
the last appearance of Orson Welles.
Orson Welles in the movie. All right, you want to blind power rank something?
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Do you want something wrestling themed or not?
Not.
All right, breakfast foods for you.
How many?
6, 7, 8.
All right.
First up here, omelet. Doesn't say what kind. Well, yeah, just an omelet. Eggs with shit in it. Where do you put it?
Not the most interesting thing in the world. Even if it's like amazing ingredients, like
At the end of the day, it's eggs with shit in it.
yeah. There are worse. I'm gonna go with 6.
6 of 8. All right. Next,
Yeah.
an English breakfast. So I'm assuming some bangers, some baked beans.
Disgusting bullshit. Sight unseen 8. I don't give a fuck what else. Baked beans? I'm sorry. Look, you know me. Grew up a significant part of my childhood was in England. I loved it. I loved every second of it. I love everything they got going on over there.
Apparently, you didn't love breakfast.
Their breakfasts are dog shit. All right. They don't come alive until you hit those scones in the afternoon with your tea. But god damn, they're fucking just some limp ass sausages, some baked beans. You fucking beefing and farting and burping all day?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah, it doesn't really set a good table for the rest of your day, does it?
Nope.
Next up, huevos rancheros.
Oh, I'm down with that. Yeah, I'll put that at that'll be number 4.
Next up, plain oatmeal. Bowl of oatmeal. Nothing in it.
Still
you like
better
your-
still better than a British breakfast. That goes at number 7.
Yeah.
My low picks are loaded up already, man.
Yeah.
I need some good shit, Larson. Come on,
All
help
right.
me out here.
Next up, you got waffles.
Oh, number 1. Number 1.
It's hard to beat a good waffle.
It is.
Next up, cereal.
Yeah, I'm down with cereal. I'll put it number. Boy, it depends on what else is on this list.
It also depends on the cereal.
I think legitimately I'll put it number 5 under Huevos
that's-
Rancheros.
That's low for cereal. Next, a piece of toast. Single solitary piece of bread toasted.
Bro, can I get some butter on it?
Nope, piece of toast.
No
Plain
butter?
dry piece of toast.
Damn it. They
No
got
butter,
me.
no jam.
They got me. I got to
peanut
put
butter.
that in. I got to put a fucking plain, dry. No, I can't. Hey, where's my coffee? No coffee. Just toast.
Just
That's at
toast.
number 3, bro.
Wow. All right. What number do you have left?
I've only got a 2 left. Make it a good one.
Oh, it's egg, sausage, and cheese sandwich.
Oh, yeah, that's good. Okay. So I'm fine with that. The only thing, the only fuck up is toast number 3.
Yeah, you should put cereal at 3.
Toast would be toast should have been number 7, to be honest with you.
Oh, even below plain oatmeal?
Yeah, but
At
I
least
would still
oatmeal
rather
has
have.
moisture.
Listen, dude, I would still rather have a dry ass piece of toast in the desert than a fucking British breakfast.
Rather be man dying of thirst with dry ass toast.
Yeah.
At Death Valley.
You got that right, dude. That's nasty business. Oh, you want some beans for breakfast? What am I, a bum?
Is there another option, please?
What am I, living under a bridge? Get out of here, Nigel.
Alex Foster asked, would you guys ever consider doing a video on who would be the worst wrestlers to retire John Cena?
Probably not. That sounds like a very niche thing there.
Yeah.
Not a whole video. Like we could discuss it, but the answer to your question is no. Blake Whitehouse says, with WWE partnering with Dr. Squatch, what wrestlers should get their own soap? And what should the scent be? Fucking beans.
All right, so if Roman Reigns had a soap. Like, what's the name? What should be the scent?
Oh, man. The tribal, what rhymes with chief?
I know,
like
that's bath or shower related.
Right. The tribal beef, and it smells like his farts after he's had a British breakfast.
All right, there you go.
Oh, goodness. Jesse Helsius says, which wrestler would you love or hate to go camping with? None. I'd hate to go camping with everybody because I don't like camping.
Yeah, I'm not huge
unless
on
I've got
camping.
like a cabin.
I'm not huge on camping either, but
Go on a fucking tent.
the key, though, if you're doing it in a tent, you got to get a good air mattress. If you get a good air mattress, you can probably get a decent night's sleep.
Yeah, I know, but as soon as the sun comes up, you're fucked.
Yeah, so you have to go to bed at a decent hour.
Yeah.
Or just for 2 or 3 nights, just make peace with the fact that you're getting 6 hours of sleep.
See, that sucks.
Yeah,
That
it's not
sucks. There's
ideal.
no peace to be had there. And then you wake up and you got some Brit outside making a breakfast for you. I'm like, I'm just damned.
They just open the can of beans and put it over the fire to warm it up.
There you go, governor. What is
Like,
this?
it's beans. Is this?
Oh,
It's not. Did I sleep till dinner time? Where's the barbecue to go with this?
Did I just lose everything during the Great Depression?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's do. Am I hopping towns on a train?
Phantom Driver, who says, who in AEW do you think would benefit most by getting an updated entrance?
In where?
AEW.
An updated entrance. I don't know. AEW's not really the place for entrances. Hook.
Not really.
Hook.
Yeah.
It's time for Hook.
gotta
Yeah,
get
a
rid of that
crooner
damn
theme song.
Hook signal is fucking worse.
And the hook signal on top of that? No
All
way.
right.
No
Here's a
good.
blind power rank I want you to do.
All right. Cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7.
7.
MTV Unplugged performances.
Oh, shit. Okay.
First one, Kiss.
I will be honest. I have not seen this. I'm sure it's probably charming and probably has some decent stories. So sight unseen, I'd say it's number 6.
Okay. Next, Oasis.
Is this the one that Liam sat out and was like drunk up in the
That might
balcony?
That might
and
be.
and what's his name? The other brother.
Yeah.
What is his name? There's Liam and not Nigel.
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
Is it Nigel?
Yeah, I think so.
Nigel Gallagher? No.
Noel.
No. Noel Gallagher. Liam up there eating some fucking beans. That said, it's funny because I remember Noel talking about being like, I was sitting there and I was just dying, literally dying because I can't sing the way Liam can. I'm like, you guys aren't that, like, Liam ain't that special.
No,
like,
Noel
you're
actually
fine,
has a better.
dude.
Noel actually has a better voice than Liam does.
Evidently, Noel didn't think so. So I actually, you know what, dude? At the time, I liked Oasis just fine. I'll put them at number 4. There's got to be worse ones.
Next, Eric Clapton.
I'm not a Clapton guy. But Tears from Heaven was a pretty good performance out of that
This was a
thing.
pretty iconic Unplugged performance. I think the album version of it sold a shit ton.
Yeah, that's not surprising.
I don't like Eric Clapton at all.
Yeah, neither do I. But do you not like his music or the person?
I find his music kind of dull and boring outside of maybe a couple songs, and he seems like a deplorable human being.
If he was a good human being, you'd give him a bit of a pass for his songs, though.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm going to put him at 5. Because I'm not a Clapton guy either.
Next, Alice in Chains.
Oh, fuck, dude. I mean, a good friend of mine once was like, she was like, you know what the best album to have sex to is?
You mentioned this story before,
Alice in Chains Unplugged. So for that, Alice in Chains is number 1.
All right.
It's going to kill me when you have me put Nirvana at number 2, but go ahead.
Next up is Pearl Jam.
Again, if Nirvana's on here, this is going to be a problem. I do like the Pearl Jam one. I don't like it as much as the Nirvana one, though. It does have a killer rendition of Black, and Eddie was going as wild as he could, drawing on his arm and shit, and standing on the stool or whatever he did.
Yeah.
It was a spirited performance. Oh, fuck it. I'll put it number 2.
All right.
I'm fine putting Nirvana at 3 if that has to be the case.
Next up, Stone Temple Pilots.
Oh, shit. God damn, you fucked me. Okay.
With
all right, I see how it
Scott
is.
Weiland in the huge rocking chair.
Yeah, all right. Man, I don't know who the last one is, dude. I don't know who the last one is. But I'm sad to say this. I really like this performance, too, but I guess I got to put it at 7. Roll the dice on 3.
Steve, you got. Last band is Nickelback.
Ha! Oh! Okay, you got me. You got me, brother. You got me. Who was this?
This was April Margera.
April? The April Margera?
I don't know if it's the
Bam's
April.
mom?
I don't know if it's the April Margera, but
Damn. Yeah, she got me, brother.
got you good.
Wow, she got me good. Damn it. All right. God. Horrible. I did horribly.
Not your best effort there, no.
I mean, 2 of them could be swapped and it'd be fine, STP and Nickelback. But yeah, in the end, I rolled the wrong die there.
Yep.
Anyways, anything else over there?
I think that's it.
All right. Well, that's going to do it for the show today. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in. Tomorrow morning, we got a count out going up, so be sure to check that out. Till next time, we'll see you guys around.
Goodbye.